Hello everyone, this is Gajanand and you are watching Tech with Ransi. In this tutorial, I will teach you AJAX. So the first question is, what is AJAX? So AJAX is the asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So in this video course, I will teach you login and sign up through AJAX in PHP. So let's see a quick demo and then we will write a code. So when you click on a My Account, sign up form will be here. So without filling a form, when we submit a form, it shows all the fields is required. So let's put it email to and submit. It shows again all the fields is required because we didn't upload any profile picture. So let's choose the file. So I have a PNG file and its name is screenshot1.png. When you click this form, this file and open and then submit, it says thank you for signing up, right? So here are also a link, already have account because now we have account on this site. So now when we click, it shows a login form. So this is the username and this is the password because we are recently registered on this form. So let's log in. So please wait, we have to wait a few seconds and then it will be redirected to our dashboard. Yeah, so bam. So this is the AJAX, right? Without refreshing a page, we can send the data from one page to another. It means we can send the data from client to server. So that is the basic thing in AJAX. So let's write a code and understand what is AJAX, right? So before to write a code, I want to show you my table inside my database, which is AJAX tutorial. This is my database name, and inside we have two tables, but we will work on this user table, and I will also teach you a contact us. So you can see here a contact us form, it here a 2. So this is we will do after complete a user sign up in login. So let's see a users table, and inside we have a user, which is one user because we have registered this recently through this form, right? So what we will do, let's delete this one because we don't want, right? So let's write a code. So you can see before to write a code, I think we should see the structure of the table of our database. So inside the user table, we have a username, email and passwords. These are the 4 fields, and ID. ID is the primary auto increment, so we don't need to mention it here because it will be auto incremented, right? So these things we will also understand through the video course, right? So username, email and passwords, these are the 3 fields are very important. You can you have to understand these things. And before to start, one more thing, before we start to write a code, I want to tell you Tech with Ransi also provide a source code in the video description, so you can go through a link and you can download a zip file of a source code. So you don't need to write a code line by line. You will get a zip file and you can run on your system. So let's now let's create a project. So project name is my in my XAMPP directory, which we have a XAMPP NHT-doc, and I have a project which is AJAX login and sign up and contact us. So you can give any name of your project, right? So let's see a first file, which is index.php. So let's close all my previous files from my code editor, right? So index.php, let's drag this one and drop it here. So it's a basic HTML code. Let's zoom in. So I'm using my main.js, right? So jQuery is not important because we will not understand AJAX through a jQuery, right? So you can remove this one, right? I'm not removing because I will show you later, right? So main.js, this is my own JavaScript file, and main.js have a inside a JS directory. I will show you in a minute. Let's see JS, and we have a main.js file, and also we have a style.css inside a CSS directory. So let's see our CSS too. Yeah, this is CSS, style.css, right? And then we have a head tag close, and after that we have a body tag, and inside we have a div and its ID is body container. So HTML is not important here. I will teach you a basic idea of AJAX, how it works, right? So we have a form, we have a div, and inside we have a 2 links, right? First is the first link is the contact us, and second link is the my account. So when we see our applications, you can see contact us in my account, right? And we are not passing any URL through this link because we will call this page through AJAX, right? So this is a contact us page and this is a sign up page. This is a function actually, right? And we will call, we are calling in HTML. So when we will make these forms in JavaScript, so these things we will see later, right? And also we have content, which is a div, and ID have page, and div has should be closed, and inside we have a S3 tag, which is a S3 AJAX asynchronous JavaScript and XML. You can see here, right? This is H3 heading level 3. So now let's understand main.js, right? And first we will understand a sign up page, right? So this is our function, and it's coming from JavaScript, and these functions have main.js have sign up page, or this is a function, right? So let's see JS, and we have a main.js, right? Let's drag this one and drop it here. So this is my function, which is a sign up. Let's copy and find that functions where it is, right? So this is a function, right? And we have another functions inside, which is AJAX data, right? So we will understand AJAX data too. So it takes three parameters. First is the file name, right? So sign up form.php. Let's zoom in so you can see clearly. So this is sign up form.php, right? So this is a file name and the page, right? So page is always you have to put it page, right? I will show you a logic how I have create the function which is AJAX data. I will show you in a minute, right? AJAX data, and this is a null value because we are not sending any data from client to server, right? So I have put this one, it's null, right? So let's see AJAX data. So AJAX data is the function which is this one, right? So AJAX data, it takes three parameters, right? The PHP underscore file. So this is our first element and first variable. We are passing it here, PHP file and element and send page. So the page, this is element, right? We are calling calling this functions, which is the AJAX data. It has an ID, which is a page. So I'll show you the page ID, which is this one, right? So all the pages, all the files, it means signup.php will be rendered inside this div, which is this div here, right? So this div, inside we will rendering the page, which is the signup form.php, right? And this is the ID, this is the element where we want to render our file, right? So this ID is actually same to it will be exactly same to this ID, right? So this is the ID, right? And this is a function, which is AJAX data. It takes three parameters. First is the file name. So file name is the signup form.php. So let's see a signup form.php. This is a signup form.php. Let's take this one and drop inside our code editor. So this is actually a signup form, right? I will show you in a minute, right? So this is a container where we want to render this file, right? So when we call this function, which is sign up, it will render this file. Likewise, we have another function, which is a login page. When we click on my account, it will be rendering your sign up form it here. So when you click on a login, it will be rendering a login page, right? So here login form.php, this is sign up form.php, and also we have contact us.php. Three files we have, right? And we know that the AJAX data, it's taking the three parameters. First is the file name, second is the element where we want to render, right? So this is the page, which is ID, which is this one, right? I will make the different logic. If you are seeing many videos, right, on YouTube and anywhere, these are the completely different, and my video and my source code is completely different, because this is very simple to understand AJAX, right? So AJAX data, let's come back. Three forms we have. This contact us form.php, login form.php and signup form.php. So all the three files we are calling from AJAX data. This is the functions and we are calling it here, and we have another function which is contact us. When we click, these functions are we are calling. So this is sign up page and this is a contact us page. So contact us page is this one, and this is a function. It's not actually a page, right? So this is the functions we are calling, and this is a sign up page we are calling, right? So these are the two, right? And also we have inside a sign up form, we are also calling the functions login page, which is here, my account, and this is already have an account and login. You can see already have an account and login, right? And also we have a function which is the sign up, right? Submit. And when we are submitting a form, right, we are calling a sign up. So let's see a sign up. So this where it is sign up. Yeah, this is a function which is a sign up, right? So this is a sign up page, and also we are getting any files through AJAX. For that we have a class which is a form data, and this is the object form data. So this is a XML HTTP request, and this is also another object which is AJAX. So we are calling underscore, and this is a bracket. This is just like underscore and the bracket. This is a function actually. Underscore is a functions, and this is the element name. So the element name is the username. Let's see the sign up page username. This is username. This username, this ID will be same to this one, right? Username, this is for email, this is for what password, and this is for profile, right? You can see in a sign up page username, email, password, and profile, right? So these are the fields we are getting, the input fields from HTML to JavaScript, right? And we are appending this data to a form data. So form data dot append, right? So this is the username, email, password, and profile. You can append like these, right? And when AJAX successfully send the request to server, and server has a file which is a signup.php, so it will be send all the data to a signup.php, right? So AJAX, which is this one, AJAX.open, and we are sending the data through post request, right? And we are sending the data, AJAX.send and the form data, right? So this functionality is very simple to understand AJAX, right? So AJAX.on ready stage equals to a function, right? And it will return the response from signup.php to our signup response, and this signup response is exactly this one, where it is signup response. Yeah, you can see here signup response in a signup form, right? So if you are confusing, this is what it is underscore. This is a function actually, and this is this functions when we are making, let's see that function. This is underscore function, right? And inside we are calling the element, right? Sorry, we are passing the one parameter which is element, and return document.getElement by ID. So it means when you are calling the function underscore, it means document, right? You can say document.getElement by ID, right? So if you know basics of JavaScript, this is exactly like that, right? So its inner HTML is whatever response it will send back, right, from signup.php. So we have done signup, right? So let's see a signup.php first. Signup.php inside our project, which is this one, signup.php, and this is a basic code of PHP, right? So I will show you in a quick, right, very fast. So we have a connected to a database through MySQLi, and we have a DB name, select a DB, and DB name is the AJAX tutorial, right? TUT, right? So all the fields is required. It means all the fields is empty. It will show all the fields are required, right? So you can see clearly. Let's see. It means the username is empty, email is empty, and password is empty. It means your form is empty, right? You are not filling data. So if all the fields is empty, it will show all the fields is required, and then we are getting the the file, right? So this fields username, email also should be matched to this fields username, email, password and profile, right? So what we will do next, this is for getting the user profile, right? So $_ file, and this is a profile, and you can see a profile, this name is exactly matched to here in a PHP file. Then we are also getting the username, email and password through a post, because we are sending the data through a post request. You can see, so $_ post it here, $_ post, and this is username, and this username will be same to username, right? So email, username, email, password, so there's 3 fields we need to get through a post request, right? So these are the posts, and we are inserting the query, insert into user. If you don't know what is the insert query, you can check out my previous videos where I will taught you how to insert query in MySQLi and MySQL database, right? So insert into user, this is the table name, and these are the fields username, email and password. So these fields we are inserting inside a database. We are not encrypting any data, right? So you can do by yourself, right? This is for homework, right? So PID, this is for PID means user ID, or yeah, you can give it any name, count and insert ID. If it is inserted, it will return the current ID, right? Because we are inserting, giving the name of user profile by their ID, right? So recently we have uploaded one file, so it says a 4.php, it means 4.jpg, right? So we are renaming the file name, right? So let's see AJAX tool, and inside we have a users, and yeah, actually we have a deleted recent data, right? So let's delete this one and check it one more time. So this is email, choose a profile picture. Now this is screenshot 1.png, and let's sign up. So thank you for signing up, and when you already have an account, let's log in. Please wait, we are redirecting to a dashboard, right? So then, so you can see now it's a 5.jpg, and when you check of your database table users, you will see a 5. It means it's a user ID, right? So this is for user ID. We are putting user ID, right, .jpg, and we are uploading data. We are uploading a file to our using a move uploaded file. So this is a file location, right? So file location, which is this one, which is the temporary location, right, of our from client to server, right? So this is a client side file name, and this is server side file name, right? And this is a folder, this is a directory where we want to point out our file, right? So uploads. So when you see your project, you can see a directory which is uploads, and it has users profile pictures, and if it is successfully uploaded and successfully registration has done, it's also thank you successful, thank you for your registration. And if it has any error, any mistakes, any exceptions, right, it will show error message. It means it's a failed, your registration has been failed and your file is too large and something like that, right? So this is for that. And if you have any another message, I mean there's something wrong, right? And it means you are not connected to a database and something like that, so it shows that something goes to wrong, right? So sign up form we have already done, right? So let's see again. So this is the AJAX data, right? I have to show the more about AJAX data. This is my own function, and this is a function underscore element, which is this one, and it means a document dot get element by ID, and it's HTML. Its inner HTML is loading. It means when you when you go back, when you click, you can see here a tiny loading, right? And you can also put it a please wait and something like, and you can also any AJAX loader, please wait, you can put like this. And when you click now here, right, you can see a tiny loading. Actually the cache in my browser. So let's remove this one, because if you have a cache, your JavaScript will not update, right? So now you can see please wait, which is tiny message here, right? So this is XML request. This is an object of the class XML request HR, and it's open hr.open, and it will take a request, get and post, and the file name, the PHP file, and we are passing this to here PHP file, and we are sending the data if it's a true or false, right? If you want to send the data through a AJAX to PHP files, you can put it through it here when you're calling this functions AJAX data, right? And it's a simple application form URL and code, right? So everything is okay. It means the HR means XML request is ready status 4 and its status is 200. It means it will AJAX are sending a data to a server, right? So this is AJAX data functions we have done, right? So let's see a login function. So when you click on a sign up form, and here are the functions, which is a login page. So login page is basically this one, a login page, and we are calling the login form .php. This is we are rendering this file to here inside this block, right? Inside this block. So here yeah, we are not sending any data to login form.php through this functions login page. So let's see login, right? Also we have a many things here, validate emails, valid message, right? So I will not show that because this is a very long if I show you all the codes, the tutorial will be so long, right? So next part also we will cover for many things in this tutorial, right? So let's see a login. Yeah, contact us, where it is login. Let's see first a login page, and we have a login form.php. So let's see login form.php, and inside we have also a submit button. Just zoom in, you can see on mouse down we have a submit button, right? Submit button, and it has the two input fields. First is the username and the second is the passwords, right? It's my account and already have an account. Username and password, two fields inside we have. So what we will do that what we will do now. So this is login functions, and let's see a login. Login, yeah, this one, yeah, this is login. So the login functionality we will do through AJAX, AJAX, but this is a jQuery AJAX, right? So jQuery AJAX is basically we are getting the value input fields why this function is wall, right? So username dollar, and this is a bracket, and this is an element, right? So username is this one, username, and this is for sorry, ID is important, username and password. So this is a username and password we are getting, and then we are sending the data to a post request. So where we are sending, the question is we are sending data to login.php. So let's see login.php. So this is login.php, right? So let's zoom in a little bit. So come back to our main.js. So we are sending a data to a username and password. So this username and password is exactly matched to this username and password, right? Username and password, right? So if username is set, we are getting the data through a post request, and we are storing data inside username and password, right? So I will show you these things in a minute, right? So now what we these things I will teach you in a minute. Let's see a login.php first. So here are a query, select username from user, where username is this one, right? Whatever user will type username, and the password is the password, which is this one, right? Whatever password. If it has a data, it means the record, it means its number of rows is 1, right? So we are storing data to in a session, right? So you have to start the session it here, and these are the connection line, and we are connecting to a data through MySQLi. MySQLi take a 3 parameters and 4 parameters too, right? So this is MySQLi, this is host name, username, and the password, right? So if it successfully sent and it's storing the data to a session, it shows a login, echo to login. If this login is exactly matched to our response, which is a response through AJAX, and if it's matched, we are sending a data, we are showing a message to a user, please wait, we are redirecting, and we are redirecting after 5 seconds, right? After 5 seconds, because this is very the users and developers are making like this, right? So this is pretty easy, and this is a very secure, right? So it shows after successfully login, it will redirect to a welcome.php, and welcome.php is nothing but the welcome it has a h1h2 it has a h1 tag, right? H1 tag, and it has a welcome to dashboard after successful login, right? So when you log in, it shows a please wait, and after 5 seconds it will redirect to welcome to dashboard, right? So if the session, right, let's start a session because this is for security purpose, right? So if session is start, and if the session is not start and user let's delete this one, I will show you the logic of session. So let's remove, yeah, it will redirect back to index.php, right? When you refresh, it means you log in, you log in, and yeah, it's redirecting me welcome.php, you can see. So still I'm here, I'm refreshing the page, but when you control shift delete, it means you are deleting your session data, it means you are removing browser caching, right? So now when we refresh the it will redirect to a login page, and anything you want to redirect, right? So I'm redirecting index.php, you can see index.php, and you can also redirect to any page, right? So let's remove welcome.php. So we have understood a login, it will redirect to 5 seconds, and this is a jQuery function. This is this is JavaScript function, and this is functionality of JavaScript. So window.location, and it will redirect just like in a PHP we have a header, right? So header function and window.location is the same, and we are, if it successfully log in, it will redirect to welcome.php, right? So pretty much we have done. I think I should show you CSS files too, right? So let's go here, index.php, and we have style.css, right? Yeah, CSS and style.css. It's not important, but I will show you something. The body have this color, background size is 100%, body container is something, it's not important, right? It's a basic CSS you have to write, and also I will give you a link in the video description, so you can download the source code through that link, right? So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching. Keep support me.